Hey guys, so today I have my August wrap up for you all, and weirdly enough I only have 2 of them actually in my possession because the rest of them came from the library. So let's get started. So this month I challenged myself to read only books that I could get from the library. I didn't know which books would come as far as my holds went. I didn't know which ones would come first. I didn't know how many I would be able to read. I ended up reading, I ended up reading 4 books from the library, which is actually pretty good. It's not a great reading month, but I'll take it. So the other books that I read were either manga or I had an arc, so I needed to read it because it was a arc from March, I think. So yeah. The first book I'm going to talk about is actually 3 in 1, and that is Dragonball 7 through 9. I have talked about these books a bunch. They're about a boy named Goku trying to get all of the Dragon Balls back to reunite with his grandfather and then go on all these crazy adventures. I love this. It's a simple little series. It's really fun. It's cute and no complaints so far. The next book I did get from the library, but I liked it so much that I bought the first one and the next 4 in the series, and that is Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. I thought this book was really cute. This is about Sophie, that she has headaches all the time because she can hear everybody else's thoughts, but then she finds out that she is actually an elf and she has telepathy. And her world kind of gets turned upside down, but more and more unusual things start happening to Sophie and no one knows why. And this is basically a book about her figuring out her own problems while also trying to save the human world and the human family that she left behind in the process. I really thought this was a good book. This leans a little bit more middle grade than I would say young adult, but I really did enjoy this. The characters were not the most complex, but they were complex enough. And I thought I was really getting to know them and I love them. And I can't wait to read the rest of the series. The next book was The Apprentice Witch by James Nichol, I think. This is a book about a girl that I have yet to be able to pronounce her first name, and I'm not even gonna try because she's got one of those fantasy book names that probably should have had a pronunciation chart, but didn't. So she is an apprentice witch, and when she goes to take her test to become a full-fledged witch, she fails. And she basically gets sent to this teeny tiny little town that nobody really wants to be in. And she starts pretty much saving the town from little tiny nuisances and stuff. But then something much bigger pops up, and it is time for her to prove herself as a real true blue witch. I thought this book was okay. There wasn't anything that I was like, oh, this is so cute, I love this, it's amazing. It was just kind of average. I don't know if I'm going to continue on in this series, but I think I ended up giving it 3.5 stars, so no complaints, just wasn't my favorite thing. The next book was Bluff by Jane Stanton Hitchcock. I have had that arc for months and months and months and months. But finally I got the library copy and I did not like it. I DNF'd it about halfway. I ended up, I think, giving it 2 stars. It's about a bunch of socialites in New York, and they're all old, not old, but older. And it's our main character, Maud. She has been wronged by a financial elitist, and she finally has been fed up, so she decides to kill him off as her last hoorah as a socialite. Well, she ends up accidentally shooting the wrong man and ends up being on the run, and there's poker involved, and I didn't like it. It was not the most enjoyable book, so I'm kind of glad I didn't finish it. Oh wait, you know what I just realized? I forgot 2 of the books that I read. I also read 2 books by Katy ONeil, and that is the Tea Dragon Society and Aquacorn Cove. These are really simple little, like, I guess they're supposed to be kids books, but one deals with the loss of a parent and the, like, trying to find oneself after a tragedy, and then the other one is about accepting people and loving them for who they are, and I loved that. It was so cute. The illustrations were beautiful and they were so easy to get through, but they were just simple, cute, and I really enjoyed that. And then my favorite book from this month has to be Eliza and Her Monsters. This book was so good. Oh, it's by Francesca Zappia. Kind of forgot to mention that. This is about Eliza. She is the creator of a series called Monstrous Sea, and it is a graphic novel series that she posts online. But in real life, she is actually Eliza Merck, and she is the most awkward, invisible high school student ever until a new kid comes to class, and he is actually one of the, like, biggest fans of Monstrous Sea ever. And her and this boy decide to start talking, and it's a problem because he doesn't know that she writes Monstrous Sea. This is basically a book about her gaining confidence and losing that confidence, and it's a mess, and I loved it. It was so good. I really enjoyed that book a lot. The emotions were raw. The little tiny snippets we got of Monstrous Sea were actually really cool and fun to look at, and I think it would be a fantastic graphic novel series. I think she does like fun little posts online occasionally about it, but I want it to be like a full-fledged series, like ASAP. Eliza as a character was fantastic. The other characters in this book were okay. I mean, there wasn't like anything that I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But the love interest, which I've already forgotten his name. Anyway, he was probably my second favorite character just because he was a little like wishy-washy, but I mean, that's how high school boys are. So it's very realistic in my book. So anyway, those were the books that I read in August. I hope you all enjoyed me reviewing them. And if you all read anything that you would like to talk about down in the comments, I would love to hear them. I'm always looking for more recommendations. And if you would like to support this channel and have pretty nails like mine, my link for Color Street is down below in the description as well. And please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!